Hey, how's everybody doing? 12:31 in Chicago. Let's take a look at the futures here. All right, so we had a nice move earlier, and we kind of fell off a little bit. So we had these three ones on the 4 hour here, but nothing came of it, right? So we're still stuck inside there, trying to hammer it up a little bit, but pretty quiet. We got the 4 hour, the 2 hour, and the 15. So SPY trying to come back up on a 15 right now. You're stuck inside all this right now on the 2 hour. All right, so not much to talk about really. The day took a lot out of it from 657.12. So it gave up about almost half the day coming back down today. All right, so and we're trying to lift right now as we come back up. All right, QQQ's definitely probably the best of the bunch today, along with the diamonds. Diamonds 2-2 up on the 15 as we start to get back up now after a move to the downside. They got down to 582.79. 582.79. We just got back up into that area there. And here we just lifted back up. Now we'll wait to see if we can hold those gains. All right. Still nothing else changing here on the big time on the on the week even. All right. So still on the. I'm sorry. Oh, I took my week down. Oh, there it is. So inside on the week here. All right. So QQQs trying to take a 2-2 back up on a 15 right now, trying to get a little bit better. All right. Diamonds. Diamonds. I mean, decent day. Got up to 464.12. I'm looking at it saying, how can we triangle out and get back to 464.12? I think it's going to be difficult to do. Just put up a 15 there, and then you come shooter right back down again. So burning time. That's the biggest problem that we probably have. All right, is running out of time. All right, so diamonds shooter back down right now after that 2-2-15 up. That was a 2-1-2 up, and now they just surrendered all that coming back down. So still under pressure here with the futures. I hope we got some of our stocks to move this morning. ASTS had a nice move to the upside here at the beginning of the day. She puked it out, come back down. She made another run for it. And then, so as you can see, pretty choppy on the ASTS. That one is definitely negative. This one was a pretty good day. SATS was good. SATS. SATS, this was a great move to the upside there. All right, so I got in on this one on EchoStar, and look, it got all the way up to 114.24. All right, I don't know if this thing can get back up today now with the 2 hours stuck inside like that. We'll see. Okay. So that one was definitely coming out a little hot. BKSY was a mover and a shaker as well. Nice move to the upside, and then kind of chopping. It's still chopping. All right, 3-1 inside now on the 4 hour. All right, so under pressure again with that group. They showed their teeth a little bit. All right, so we'll see if they can do it again. I don't think you're going to see it today with the GSAT 2-2 back down now on the 2 hour. All right, but they showed a little bit. They showed a little bit to us this morning. All right, so we know what can happen. All right, if anything, Iridium gave up a lot of bit of the day here. I'd say hard to even triangle this back out, and this thing's strong as hell. You got that month up. I know you can't see that, but you can now. All right, so 2-2 up on your month. Your week has just been rolling along. And then today, you get this pulling back inside. So it'd be, like I said, hard pressed to try to get this thing back up. But there is time, all right? So at 12:35, we'll see if Iridium is stuck inside on that 3-1. So we're not getting any movement here now. All right. The futures have been just messy here for the last like hour and a half now. Um, our two favorite stocks made a really nice move today on Cisco. Cisco right here on the 15s from the beginning of the day made a really nice move. Got up to 80, 85. Okay, from 78.05, that was a nice move. And now she comes back inside. Hard to get back in here now. Once they come in, once they make that move, then them sellers get control. And you only got one green bar in here right now. Sellers are in control on this thing right now. Anytime they pop up, these guys are going to show up. All right, so we'll see what happens with Cisco. If it can turn around, maybe you can get an actionable signal, but you're going to need some help from the futures coming back up. All right, Cisco and Marvel. Marvel kind of fell apart too, and again, it's another one that's going to have a hard time to get back up on the day. It had a nice move to the start of the day. All right, so we've been following these stocks very closely. I've been talking about Cisco and Marvel, so we finally got a day where the diamonds were kind of right, and they were even inside on most of the moves to the upside, but we got the job done. Okay, at the end of the day, Marvel made a nice move, and then we see if that can reverse and come back around again. It's going to take something mighty. I mean, the day is still it's salvageable at 93.22. All right, but you're going to have to get a good rally to get these things back up. All right. So what else here? A couple other ones of these satellites. Siri. Siri was up to 72 cents. There's definitely exhaustion risk up at 72 cents on this thing. All right, it made up the move there, got up to 22.73, and that's where our exhaustion risk is for that guy. All right. What else here? You can go through some of the names that have been really good today that have really kind of fell to the sides, man. Walmart came out ripping to the upside, and then she's just puking straight back down again. All right, that was a nice move to the upside on Walmart, man. But this is horrible when you make this move up and then all of a sudden they come and they start taking all your money away. All right, so that is not fun. All right, but Walmart was definitely moved to the upside, and so was Nike. Nike will fall, but Nike's hanging in there pretty good. You got the 3-1 here. I don't see you getting that, but you could get that 4-hour flip if it comes back up in here, but you'll be in the overnights on that. All right, so outside on the day. All right, so we'll just see. We got a 3. We got to get a 2 back up. Let's see if retail is going to really be able to get better here. All right, so Nike, nice move to the upside early in the day, and they fall apart. I wouldn't be. I'm not saying that you couldn't get this thing back up to the highs of the day. You possibly could, but you're going to need that. You're going to need that NASDAQ rally. And right now they're stuck in the middle, and they are coming off the lows here. So I don't know, and we'll see what happens with that. What else here? These are just the movers that I was seeing. The airlines again, tried to get it going. American Airlines really did try to get it going today. And it did make a move on the upside here, and that was it, man. It hit that 1, and that was it. Toast for the rest of the day. All right, so just stay away from these right now. Too much hassles why are these people flying all the time? Like every day of the week, every airport in America is filled. I mean, what are these people doing? All right, but I guess maybe they're taking the plane to work or something. But Delta Airlines coming back down here on this one, so that's going to be tough to turn around and get back up as well. All right, but I think the point is that they came out a little hot and they really cooled off pretty fast. All right, and that's kind of what's going on here across the board. We had Apollo, APO. This one came out. This thing came out with the pop-up, and they triangled it out and moved it back up, and it's been chopped since. So This move down here, would have been the trick, but it would have just been twos. That would have been difficult for me on that turnaround. All right, but what you would do is if this thing so you don't see this, right, and then you got you would entry right in here when this new bar comes out, as long as it doesn't break down lower. If it breaks down lower, then obviously then you're in a 3 situation. That changes things. But so that's where you probably would get in right there at 106.38, and there was a little bit of room in there. There was a little bit of room in there. All right, so we'll see what that one. Apollo, they were all down, and Owl was down too. OWL down 13.5 cents now. Not horribly. Not too bad right now, but it's just sitting inside for 2 hours now, 4 hours now. Right, it's been in there for 2 2-hour windows. All right, so things that might turn around. I still like Cisco. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, you're going to need a rally from the Qs coming back inside, but this thing is really strong. All right, right back here up to 80.08 now. All right, so still coming down in here and still messy. All right, so you got to wait for something juicy to show us something. Maybe you get a 1-1 or something with a 2 back up, but that's gonna be hard with the way the futures are acting right now, because we're still coming down towards the lows right now. All right, I gotta say AI is still dead on arrival. Apple is close to taking week up. All right, that would be a move to the upside after 7 weeks down. All right, so see if we can get buyers in control. There's an outside day today, so that might trigger something, but I wouldn't get too excited about anything on that one. I'm looking at Microsoft here. I was saying before, if we get down in the 370s, that might be the place. 371. I mean, anywhere down in here, your bottom pick in here. I mean, you're probably gonna, if you buy it, it's probably gonna go against you. But that one's not bad down here. All right, but 5 weeks, 6 weeks of coming down. It's going to take some time for them to turn around, but all right. And who came out hot? The industrials came out hot, and I said that before the market opened. I said look for a move on the upside on XLI, and then we had a nice move on XLP to the upside too, right? Some of the staples came out showing some muscle here. Staples pretty good, not bad today at all. Then there's an outside day. See if you can get a 3-2-2 back up if they want to get better. All right, let's go back to the diamonds one more time. And now you see you got an outsider coming back down on the 15 now. So Stupido coming in, triangle out, all this move up here, triangle out, coming back down. All right, our next stop down here is 460 spot 36. All right, so coming back down on your diamonds. All right, and there's your 2 down on your 2 hour now. It's a 2-2-hour reversal coming back downside. QQQs. QQQ, same problem here. Coming back down with the outsider here, trying to get back down to the lows of the day. That's your next stop. All right, if the Qs really want to break them out with the 2-2 back down, you got the shooter down, goes into force, takes it down. Okay, and we're inside on the 4 hour, not doing anything in there. All right, and then SPY says 2-2 back down on the, so we reverse on the 2 hour back down. All right, so that burns up a lot of time here with us trying to get things to get back up. All right, so we'll see what the rest of the day brings. This is still a ways away from breaking the low here on SPY. Still holding up pretty good there. That looks like a double bottom to me. 651.64, 651. What? That's not right. 649.89. 650. We're off by a penny. All right, so that could be a double bottom there. All right, that's it. That's all we got. All right, futures are. I will not get back to you guys by the end of today. We had a nice. We had a little room today. I hope somebody picked up a couple things. Because man, the window was short. All right, the window was short. Now might get another one. Maybe later in the day as we start to get to that, maybe like that 215, 230. Sometimes they can get spunky there. So keep an eye on that, and I'll see. I'll be watching, but I'll be watching on my phone. All right, so everybody, just be good, man. Be good to each other, and just be good in general. All right.